Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So today DJI has launched an updated version in the Pocket series now called the Pocket 4, and a lot of people have been waiting for this as the Pocket 3 is going on about 2.5 years old now. In this first look video we're going to go over all the new features and capabilities of the Pocket 4, and that way you can make an informed decision whether it's worthwhile to upgrade or not. Now if we compare it to the Pocket 3, this one here is the Pocket 3, you can see that the form factor has remained the same. It retains the same shape and size. The core functionality of the Pocket 4 is the same in the fact that it features a 3-axis gimbal and it has a rotatable screen that automatically powers it on. However, there are some important new features, including some built-in buttons there under the screen, which we will talk a little bit more about later on in this video. And on top of that, it features a new 1-inch sensor, an enhanced 1-inch sensor that is going to improve your video quality in both standard shooting and while filming in low light. It improves the functionality and it can achieve higher frame rates. The Pocket 4 can now incredibly capture in 4K at 240 frames per second. That's even a higher frame rate than the Osmo Action series. So if you want to be able to capture incredibly beautiful slow motion footage with your Pocket 4, you're now able to do so at both 4K 120 or if you prefer 4K 240 frames per second. The new improved sensor features cleaner night shots, and a lot of people like to use their Pocket while filming in low lit scenarios, not necessarily just at night, but even in darkly lit interiors. Trade shows, conventions, sometimes the lighting is not ideal. Sunset and sunrise, and of course at night. Between the new enhanced 1-inch sensor and the 3-axis gimbal, you're going to get some pretty incredible low light shots. For those who like to do color grading, the Pocket 4 can now capture in 10-bit D-Log compared to the Pocket 3 that could only capture in D-Log-M. D-Log is designed for professionals. It gives you more flexibility when it comes to grading. It enhances dynamic range in complex environments, including high contrast scenes and scenes with a lot of color. And just like we see on some of their drones and action cameras, we have a color recovery feature right on the camera. That's going to give you a more accurate preview while you're filming. Of course, the footage is still going to be recorded in that D-Log flat color profile. The new sensor supports 14 stops of dynamic range, and while filming in low light, you can expect an additional 2 stops of dynamic range. If you're a person who likes to take photos on your Pocket 4, it gets a fairly significant update as well. It can now capture photos at 37 megapixels compared to 9.4 megapixels of the Pocket 3. So they're a really big improvement when it comes to photos. The new sensor also allows you to capture in 2 times lossless zoom. So if you want to get closer into the action, you're not going to lose any quality. And zooming is a little bit easier now. Not only do we still have the digital button right on the screen there, we now have a new dedicated zoom button built right into the body of the Pocket 4. It's located right under the screen. Just a simple press on it, and as you can see, we can zoom in instantly. A single press on it, you can see we zoom into 2 times. Press it again, we go back out to the 1-time zoom. A double press on it, we'll zoom into 4 times. Another new feature of the Pocket 4 are film tones. We first seen that introduced on the Action series. It's been brought over to some of their other cameras such as the Osmo 360, and now you have full access to the film tones right on your Pocket 4. It's just a nice simple way to change the mood and tone of your photos and videos. Now, if you're a person who's going to be using your Pocket 4 for vlogging, it gets some significant updates as well. First of all, it gets some new beauty modes that are built right into the camera. You don't have to bring the footage over to the Mimo app to process them. You can adjust smoothness, brightness, and skin tone. And again, that's now processed right on the camera. They do have some more beauty effects that you can enable. When you enable beauty effects, then the footage will need to be brought into the Mimo app. And on top of that, if you're going to be filming or vlogging and you need some additional light, they have a new optional fill light that can be purchased. This can be purchased separately as an accessory, and it also comes bundled with the Creator Combo package. The nice thing about this light is that not only does it feature several different brightnesses and color temperatures that you can adjust, but it draws the power directly off the camera battery. And that's something that I really like, because a lot of times these additional fill lights have their own built-in battery, which you always have to remember to have charged. But with this style, you don't have to worry about it. You can see on the back here of the Pocket 4, it has these leads. You can see as soon as I attach it, it's going to power on. You can adjust it in many different angles, and it doesn't affect the gimbal in any way. If you're out doing some front-facing filming, the light's facing forward, but if you go to do some vlogging, the light is going to automatically turn with it. Now, beside the zoom button, we have this new customizable button that can be customized to perform various tasks, including powering the light. So if we press and hold on it, it gives us an option for single press, double press, and triple press. And you can see we have the option to enable and disable the fill light. So if you're going to be using that quite a bit, as you can see there, I can now easily turn it on and off just with a single press. So that'll be a nice little accessory for some people. ActiveTrack gets an update with the Pocket 4. It now features ActiveTrack 7.0 compared to 6.0 of the Pocket 3. You're able to track things like vehicles, motorcycles, some animals like cats and dogs. And they even have a new subject tracking recognition feature. If we go to our settings here, you can see it gives us the option to add a subject. You just basically line up your face and you add it as a subject. As you can see there, I just added myself as a subject. So if you're going to be doing any type of tracking around a lot of people, it's going to prioritize you for tracking. So that's a handy new feature for those who are going to be doing a lot of facial tracking or vlogging, and you've got the facial recognition turned on. Again, that'll be a nice new feature for those who are going to be using the Pocket 4 for vlogging. Pocket 4 also now features gesture control, so if you have this mounted on a tripod, you can simply give it a gesture to start and stop recording. The Pocket 4 has some new audio capabilities as well. It's able to capture spatial audio, which as an example can help recreate a concert that you've captured with it if you're playing it back in headphones. It also features audio zoom, so as you're zooming closer into a subject, the audio levels are going to increase. Now when you purchase the Pocket 4 Creator Combo, it comes bundled now with a mic 3, and of course you can purchase additional mics as it does support connecting 2 wireless microphones directly to it. The joystick got a significant upgrade as well. It now offers smoother and more precise control. It has a much better tactile feel, and that allows you to zoom in slowly or pan slowly. You can adjust the speed and the smoothness of the zoom depending on how far you push it, compared to the Pocket 3, which only basically had one speed. The Pocket 4 also now features 107 gigabytes of built-in storage, which is fantastic. If you ever forget a memory card or you run out of space on your memory card, you now have 107 gigabytes of space to work with. Of course, it still supports a memory card. We have a memory card slot there on the side, and now we have a new door that covers it, unlike the Pocket 3 where the memory card was fully exposed. Transfer speeds have been increased for both wireless and wired connections. Now features Wi-Fi 6 and USB 3.1. Features longer record times, a slightly larger battery. It now has a 1,545 milliamp hour battery compared to a 1,300 milliamp hour battery from the Pocket 3. It also supports quick charging, where you can have the battery charged up to approximately 80% in about 18 minutes. A full charge will take you about 32 minutes. And again, for people who are going to be doing a lot of recording, a lot of filming with their Pocket 4, that quick charging is a really important feature. Now, according to DJI, you can expect 135 minutes while recording at 4K 60 and 240 minutes while recording in 1080. Now, just like other Pocket cameras in the past, you can purchase it as a camera only, or you will be able to purchase it as a Creator Combo, which actually comes with 2 cases. It comes with this new slim case. Essentially, this replaces the hard shelled case that would fit over top. If you just want something minimal to take with you, you now just carry it in this. ND filters will be available. This will be an additional purchase, an additional accessory that you will have to purchase. However, if you do own ND filters from your Pocket 3, they are fully compatible. And with the Creator Combo, you do also get a larger case that's going to come with some additional accessories such as the fill light, the tripod base connector, and of course a tripod. They do have an additional battery handle that you can purchase separately. This does not come with the Creator Combo. You will have to purchase this separately if you want that extra power. Now, one interesting thing about the Pocket 4 is that it also now comes with a gimbal guard, and this comes with it no matter whether you get the Creator Combo or just the single camera. And essentially, it just fits over top like that. And that's a nice little feature, especially if you do throw this in a pocket without a case. That's going to help keep that gimbal protected. So yeah, folks, that is a quick look at the new Pocket 4 from DJI. Whether it's a worthwhile upgrade, if you have the Pocket 3, is going to be different for everybody. Some people might find some of the new features and accessories worthwhile. Others are going to be completely happy with the Pocket 3 and aren't going to find the need to upgrade. If you are interested in the Pocket 4, make sure you're subscribed, as we will be covering it fully over the coming weeks and months. We're going to do a more in-depth review in about 30 days after I've had more time to use it. I've got a full comparison against the Pocket 3, video quality and features to help you make a more informed decision whether you should upgrade. And of course, like all hardware that gets released, I have a beginner's guide that'll be available in a few days. If you're brand new to the Pocket series, it can be quite helpful. And we're going to do some other more in-depth demonstrations of some of the specific features. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it had value. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.